Welcome to the Throwdown.
Woo!
We made it.
All right, it's
We
time.
made it here.
It's time for the Throwdown, where we put two things into a fictitious arena, and we make them fight to the death, and we decide who will come out victorious. Justin seems perplexed by what we're about to embark on. Our Council of Elders.
One thing I've never done before, and another one I abandoned midway through. So here we go, Doug.
This week's Throwdown is Tracer from Overwatch versus number 5 from Umbrella Academy.
Which one was number 5?
He's the guy that can time travel.
The one after number
Oh, the
4.
kid.
Yes.
In love with the mannequin, yeah.
Yes.
The emo child.
I mean, they're all emo children, but, you know.
That is very emo family.
Well, they're emo adults. He's an actual emo child.
Very true. It's like, yeah, they're all children. No, he's like the only real, actual child. So this is interesting because they can both sort of teleport, and they can,
We do have a request for an for a real quick calling an audible here. Shaun and Sergio fight. In the chat wants that to happen.
Wait, the two of us, one of us has to die?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, is this to the death?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that could change my strategy. I would say Shaun wins out because I would let him kill me and let him live with that guilt for the rest of his life.
It's the long game.
knowing that it would destroy him.
Wow. That's some chest level shit right there.
Yeah, but what you don't know is that a best-selling novel comes out of that experience.
and then I have $100 million.
Bingo.
And I bring you
become
back to life.
And it's as hideous as Alien 3.
Yeah. It's it's like an alien resurrection when you find the room full of Ripley's.
Yeah.
And you're just
Sergio's.
like, kill me!
Kill me.
Sergio 6.
Sergio 6. It's like, why are you calling
I'm like,
Sergio
hey, you don't
6?
need to worry about this room.
Don't go in here. $100
Don't
million
go in there.
get you a lot. It gets you 6 Sergios.
All right, Dougie, what do we got here?
All right. I will, since you are not 100% not familiar with Tracer, I'll break down Tracer here. So,
Great.
Tracer is a tier 9A for whatever the hell that means. She is superhuman physical characteristics. She's an expert markswoman. Are you both familiar with Overwatch, by the way? No?
No.
Okay. So she is kind of like the character that was on like a lot of the marketing campaigns. She has this device in her chest. There's a situation where she could not control herself from phasing out of time until someone like gave her this device, so she can like sort of blink and teleport around. She has dual pistols, which she shoots at very rapidly. She's a very fast and quick, very cheerful British person. Like, cheers, love, the cavalry's here. That's kind of like her.
Horrible.
Wasn't it great?
It's horrendous. That's a nightmare.
Cheers, love, the cavalry's here. I'll save you. The world needs more heroes. That's a perfect Tracer. Perfect. So she's a
This
skilled.
is a popular game?
It's a very popular game. That's with that amazing voice acting
I can
done
see
by
why.
me. By me, you know. Winston! It's me, Tracer! So she's a skilled fighter pilot. She has time manipulation, so she can blink and teleport, but she can also reverse time for a few seconds to like reverse herself back, which is kind of cool. Energy projection, teleportation, explosion manipulation. She has a pulse bomb she can throw out, so pretty good. Her attack potency is it's small building level. I don't know what these categories mean. I say this every week. I read them. I just go like, what's small building mean? What's small building level? She can affect heavily armored characters. Okay, cool. Speed subsonic on her own with hypersonic reactions and combat speed. Okay. She's not super strong. Stamina, range, blah, blah, intelligence. She's one of the most famous and proactive agents. She's a fearless combatant, skilled markswoman, weaving in and out of enemy lines. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. Tracer can be reckless and overly playful at times. The chronal accelerator takes time to recharge. Should it be somehow damaged, Tracer will phase out of corporeal... Is it corporeal or corporeal existence? I don't know how you say that.
I always said corporeal, but I don't
There
know
you
if that's right.
You're the writer. It's corporeal. Existence. Should the chronal accelerator be damaged beyond repair? So, and her pulse pistols are tied to that accelerator, so that is her weakness.
Ooh.
And that is kind of who she is in a nutshell. Justin, what about
Number 5?
number 5?
Tier 9C. That is 9C.
Bingo.
Because it's on here twice. Let's see. Age 58, but 13 physically. Powers and abilities. Oh, we've got to do 2 different seasons. Same as before, but with improved time travel. And limited. Fuck you. All right. Season 1. Peak human physical characteristics. Cool. Was it A, causality, martial arts, weapon mastery, high survival skills, teleportation, and time travel. His attack potency, street leveled, overpowered a squad of trained soldiers and can snap necks with his bare hands. Speed is supersonic, can react and teleport away from an assault rifle fired at close range. Lifting strength, average human. Striking strength, street class, plays by street rules. Durability, street level. Stamina, above average. Nice. Range, standard melee range. Several meters with teleportation. Standard equipment, none. Intelligence, he's a genius, or likely a genius. Never got to take the SATs. Mathematically calculated a feasible method to travel backwards in time using his powers. His weakness, though, cannot reliably travel back in time without using the briefcase. Is emotionally invested to a mannequin, which he's named Dolores, and is fatigued by teleporting multiple times in a short duration. Yeah. So that's him.
So my initial thoughts are, powers-wise, they're pretty similar as far as what they can do. Although I will say I think Tracer has the advantage because as long as her chronal accelerator is going, she can just sort of blink continuously with a small recharge. Like that's not based on her stamina, so to speak. Whereas it seems like if number 5 tries to continuously jump back in time or do stuff, it could be tiring. Although in season 1, you do see him basically eradicate a bunch of professional assassins just very easily, like with no trouble whatsoever. So he's definitely very skilled.
I mean, I feel like it's a little unfair, right? Because a video game character is by nature designed to be fun to be, right? Usually.
Yes.
And tends to be overpowered because you get to feel like you're special in this other world and better than other things. Whereas the characters in Umbrella Academy, their powers are more like curses.
Yes.
And they're just absolutely miserable sons of bitches to a T. So it's almost not even like a fair fight, really, because one is like just an absolute God spilled a person, and then the other one is like a god. I don't know. I mean, that's how I'm reading it without being overly familiar with either franchise.
Sure.
I haven't seen all of Umbrella Academy.
What do you think, Sergio?
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to agree with Sean. Like, you know, like the cast of Umbrella Academy, you know, they're miserable and they kind of hate themselves and they're kind of screw ups because you know if they sort of they're doing, you know, what they were essentially raised to do in any sort of proper fashion, they wouldn't, you know, be separated like they are at the beginning of the show. And then whereas Tracer sounds like she's a badass, you know, and
Oh no.
Oh no.
No!
It's being
character
made.
too.
There he is. Now he's nope.
Here I am. Did you lose me?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I go with Tracer.
Okay.
I had a really amazing argument.
Yeah.
Like it was so profound and so well spoken and articulate, and now it's lost to the ether. I go with
Like
Tracer
Tears in the Rain.
because Tracer just like tears in the fucking rain, my guy. That's an arc we need to do. Blade Runner, my goodness.
My initial thought is I think Tracer wins in the short term. Meaning if she reacts fastest, I think she get the jump at number 5. However, I think given enough time in the fight, number 5 will figure out that the chronal accelerator is her weakness. And I think if he attacks that, and damages it, Tracer is screwed because at that point she loses all of her power. She loses her ability to use her pistols, and she's dead in the water. So if she can react quickly and just, blast him right away and he doesn't know what to do or how to handle it, I think he's screwed. But I think he's smart enough to figure out where it's coming from and he can dismantle her if that's the case. So also, I think number 5 is way more cynical, obviously. Whereas I think Tracer's much more like she's a hero, Cheers, love! The cavalry's here! She's there to, inspire that stuff. So I also could see number 5.
Not happy.
I think that he could possibly exploit that in the initial fight and just sort of maybe analyze her. Actually, I think I'm going to give it to number 5. I think that's what I'm going to do.
You made a good point, I gotta say.
I just feel like Tracer, her whole shtick is that she does react that quick, right? Like she's like boom, 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 boom. His whole thing is he can teleport, but she's super fucking quick, right? So if they're battling, unless he can teleport backwards or forwards in time, like because his whole thing, he's not quick, right? He teleports,
Correct.
right? So teleportation and time travel. So can he teleport from point A to point B?
I think so, and that's what Tracer can do.
Okay.
So their
So he
powers
doesn't
are
have, like,
similar.
8%. Okay.
His limitation is that it's endurance based. Hers is technology based.
Well, also he's melee. She's got pistols.
True.
That's the thing. Like if they're both hopping around and she can keep the distance between them.
But the thing is, he's eliminated a bunch of highly trained agents in a diner, like at close range.
Right, but
They
none of
can't
those agents
teleport.
could also teleport.
That's true. They also didn't know what was going on. So
Right. If the two of them are going at it, if they're engaged in a fight, Tracer, as nice as hero as she is, she still kills people.
Yeah.
For sport.
But again, I think it's a
Who
matter
among
of,
us?
I think it's all in how fast can he figure out? Can number 5 figure out what's going on with Tracer? If he doesn't, he's screwed. If he does, I think he wins. So, and I don't know. I'm just going to put
Noah's saying he is by the numbers faster than her. Is that because he's 9C? I don't understand that. He can react to assault rifle fire at close range.
She can keep up with Genji, who is a ninja, like a cyber ninja. So, yeah, she is incredibly fast. I am just going to put my weight on the fact that I feel like number 5 is smart enough to understand what's going on, and he's still able to match, I think, her to a certain degree of what she's doing, and he will figure it out, and he will disable her. I think that's what it is. And I think
even with those pistols.
I think his
over Braun.
Okay.
his cynical nature, his bastardly nature, his ruthlessness is actually going to tip in his favor because he is going to be there to kill. Whereas obviously if they're throwing an arena, they know what's going on. I think Tracer's playful nature will actually put her at a disadvantage, and I think number 5 will win.
Wait, hold on. Let me just look back one more time at number 5's.
Where are you guys getting these numbers from, by the way?
We just know them, apparently.
It's from an amazing site called versusbattles.fandom.com.
Ah, okay.
And these are linked to us right before we go into the throwdown, so we get to go and
Nice.
look at this sort of stuff. And it's
Well, here's the thing, too. He is fatigued by teleporting multiple times in a short duration. Is she fatigued?
hers is
Or does she...
she has in the game
that's
as it
it.
plays, she has a certain number of like jumps she can make before they recharge, but they do recharge. But it's purely based on the technology that she has. They will indefinitely recharge. She can do a certain amount, in a certain amount of time, but
All right, I'm calling it. Number 5 for the win!
yeah, that's as definitive as it gets right there, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. He heard it.
R.I.P. Tracer.
R.I.P. Tracer.
Ultimate rips.